Kickers and jumps. The big key to hitting kickers and jumps is being nice and straight and carrying speed. I think the number one thing about hitting jumps is the speed. So what I like to do before I go out and do kickers is some of the drills I've talked about before, the 10 to 30 foot rule, the flat board drills, just being really comfortable going straight and carrying a lot of speed. When I'm taking someone through the park that hasn't ever been through it, I don't actually hit the actual ramp. If there's room to the sides, then I usually have them go to the sides and maybe jump a little at just right at the apex here, so that I'm in the air a little bit and I get to feel that unweightedness. Because a lot of the times they build the kicker in the ramps and they've still got the feature on the side where you can go off of the actual ramp or you can go off to the side of it. And if you're carrying that speed and you actually jump a little bit, that's the first thing to help you to build and to get your body feeling that unweightedness. So after I've really gotten comfortable going off the side of the kickers of the ramps, I'm ready to hit the actual kicker. Remember ATML. Approach, that's the number one thing. Make sure that I've got enough speed and that I'm going straight for at least 10 to 30 feet. That means I'm not doing the S-turns. If I haven't hit the jumps or kickers, I look at other people and seeing how much speed they're carrying and how much where are they speed checking. So I like to look at the jump, and I usually can calculate how much speed I need to carry into the jump. And then as I hit the ramp and I come to the top, I usually pull my legs up, I jump, ollie. Usually I don't really do a lot of aggressive movement. I just let the board actually kind of get shot off. But yeah, you can jump, you can create more height if you do jump. And I pull my landing gear up. So after I've taken off and I'm in the air, I always like to pull my legs up and try. If it's more than 5 to 6 feet, I usually always try to get a grab in because I'm a lot more solid. You'll see a lot of people rolling down the windows. We call that rolling down the windows because they're out of control, a little bit off balance. So you might accidentally roll down the windows the first few jumps, but start trying to get some type of grab, whether it's your backhand, your front hand, if it's mute, stillfish, nose grab, whatever. But the easiest grab's usually just right down and the closest right here on the toe side right here. If you start doing behind you on the hillside, it starts to get a little bit more complicated. But your maneuver, pull your legs up, and if you don't do the grab, you're at least nice and you're more solid. So pull your legs up, and then while you're in the air, you're nice doing your trick, your maneuver, and then at your landing, you want to make sure that you get your board nice and straight again. And I like to either land like an airplane does, where the tail first and then smacks, and it's kind of like a beaver smacking its tail on the water. So you're really stomping your landing, meaning that as you come down, you're really extending through it. And I either come down with my tail first and then my nose, or all at once. I don't want to come down on my nose first. Usually if I do that, I'm going to nollie over and I'm going to be doing some somersault. So usually land on your tail first and then your front foot, or all at once, and then you stomp it down, and that's called stomping your landings. So as far as the jumps and kickers, get a lot of speed, because the kicker actually goes back up. So I'm coming down and then it comes back up and shoots me up. So I need to have a lot of speed. So watch other people to see your speed check. And a good rule of thumb is to go a little bit faster than you think, because a lot of people underestimate, and then they get the air and they land in the flat or on the knuckle, and it really hurts. But it'd be really bad if you got too much air and just you cleared the landing. So always go through and take a look at your takeoff and then your landing. How big is my landing? Is it only 2 or 3 feet? Is it 20 or 30 feet? Is it really, I don't have a nice steep landing? Is it more, not as inclined? Is it not as much slope? And the thing is the bigger the jump is, the more of a steep grade that you want to have for your landing. Because if I'm carrying this speed and here I'm coming here, and if it's flat like that, I'm really going to hurt. But if it's nice and steep, I get through there and it just carries my momentum and it's nice and smooth. Go off to the sides at first and either jump or ollie right as it starts going down. Right, I don't like to jump right as it's right here at the apex right there, the knuckle. I actually like to jump a little early and I lift my legs up, and then if I feel a little uncomfortable or a little scared or whatever, I can just extend my legs back down and I'm back on the ground. So my board is not very far off the ground, but I'm actually getting that speed and that unweightedness feeling. And again, always, progress up. So I start small and then go up. So maybe the first kicker, first jump you hit is maybe only 2 or 3 feet, then maybe 5 or 10 feet, 10, 15, and build up, 20, 30, 50. As you get more and more confident, you might be getting bigger and bigger jumps. You really want to be out there practicing a lot of drills before you get into the park and start hitting jumps and kickers. But as you progress through that and feel more confident with your speed and your approach and being nice and flat, then you can actually start doing nice big kickers and build up. So the more confidence you have, the more speed you're comfortable getting, the bigger the jumps you can hit.